Now as the new year begins and the old year has ended, we sometimes like to look back at what 2022 brought us. Within the music industry, many artists dropped new songs.
I think the best artist of 2022 was probably Glorilla because she really snapped. Like, she was new and upcoming and really showed out, you know?
Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. I'm G to the L to the O.
I think Nicki Minaj and Beyonce carried in 2022 because Beyonce dropped Renaissance. Alien Superstar is definitely the best one on there. And Nicki dropped Super Freaky Girl and Do We Have a Problem, and those were #1 for a very long time. So I think they carried.
Whip, whip.
I'm too classy for this world. Forever I'm that girl. Feed you diamonds and pearls. Oh baby, I'm too classy.
My top artist 2022 is SZA because she had the best album to me because all the other albums that came out in 2022, it just didn't really stick out to me. And the one that did was SZA. A lot of people don't like it, but I really liked it. I think she had the best album.
Roll the clip and run it back. I'm really like that. I'm really not friendly. I need my credit. Hate that. I need the numbers. I need the data. Got you talking crazy.
So my favorite artist of 2022 probably got to be Drake because his album, it's so many good songs like Spin About You. I like 21. Come and do something for me.
21. Can you do something for me? 21. Can you hit a little rich flex for me? 21. Then 21.
2022 brought us some great artists, but them artists also brought us some great songs.
My favorite song of 2022 was definitely Tomorrow 2 because my girl Cardi carried, and Glorilla, she did her stuff.
Just like the air, I'm everywhere. How you say it so pop, 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 pop it. You would think I went to school for chiropractic.
So my favorite song of 2022 gotta be Creepin' by Metro Boomin and The Weeknd. Cause like, it's just a good song. Like, why wouldn't you wanna listen to Creepin'?
I don't wanna know if you're playing me. Keep it on the low.
I'm not gonna lie, it's a song. It's called System. It's by Yeet. And so I heard the snippet for it a while back my sophomore year, and it had just came out on this album he dropped this year called Life. It is really good, and the second verse is absolutely amazing. So yeah, that's my favorite song.
I think that I ain't gonna feel it. Yeah. I just ain't ready my system. Yeah.
My favorite song of 2022 is probably One Night Only by Sunder. I like the song because, like, man, his notes was just going crazy, and he was like singing with all his spirit, all his might. You feel me? Like, just a great song. Y'all gotta listen to it.
I'm flying out for the weekend. I'll be calling you when I land. 'Cause we ain't got no time.
2022 was a good year in music, but we can only hope 2023 will be better.
I feel like SZA's gonna carry 2023 as an artist because towards the end of 2022, she was like putting out a lot more music and she kind of did carry it. So going into 2023, like everyone's expecting a lot out of her. So I feel like she's gonna come through and be the best artist of 2023.
So V is gonna carry 2023. He just the GOAT. He the best rapper to ever do it, bro. I ain't gonna lie. He carrying 2023, bro.
Mask on in the kitchen, while I'm whipping, scraping the glass. I ain't even in a good mood until I take my meds.
So I think in 2023, Ice Spice is really gonna show out because in the last year, she was doing her thing, you know? Like, how can she lose when she already chose? Like,
how can I lose if I'm already chose? Like,
In the end, great music is great music, and there are so many songs and artists. Last year's music will now always remain in our playlist, and I hope 2023 can stand up to their expectations. Signing off for PNN, Keep my home.
While we're 2/3 our way into the season, our girls basketball team has had a few setbacks, leaving us several obstacles that they have had to overcome.
We've had some young girls step up and really help our team out. Sydney Todd has really done a good job here. She was stated to be a reserve player, and she's really stepped up in the starting lineup and done some nice work. And Aisha Davis, a sophomore, has stepped up and really helped us as we've battled through these injuries.
With more players stepping up, their improvement as a team has begun to show more.
Well, I think my team has improved in their communication skills and their just all together, like working together skills. And they're working on being able to stick together after, like, you know, the downfalls. They're able to get through it. And I feel like we're still working, of course, but those are the things that we have gotten better on since the season.
Of course, recent injuries have changed the outlook of the season, with some unfortunate players having season-ending injuries and others returning back to the court.
Well, I have an ACL injury right now on my – no, let me not say that. I had an ACL injury on my left knee, and it happened while I was at a D1 summer camp playing basketball, of course, and we was at a tournament, and we was just doing good, playing well, playing together. And my knee just crickle, snap, and cracked and went backwards. And that was about it, you know, just playing basketball, basically, how a lot of ACL injuries happen.
I tore my Achilles in the Valpo game, and I was, like, going down the court pretty fast. And then when I got the ball stolen and then I came down on my foot, it felt like somebody had, like, kicked me in the back of my leg, and when I tried to get up, I couldn't.
You know, we worked all summer with Rael to become our point guard, and losing a point guard is like losing a quarterback in football. It's kind of the heady one of it all. So that was really difficult, and then our backup point guard option was Kylie. And Kylie also got hurt, so we were back to kind of figuring out who should run the point and that type of thing. So, and then obviously Vivian, she provides a lot of length, a lot of offense, and just a really talented young lady. So all three of them would definitely impact the game. It gives an opportunity, however, for a lot of kids that maybe wouldn't have had time on the court as much. So there's, with every sort of, you know, bad thing that happened, it could turn into an opportunity for another kid.
Sometimes, even when bad circumstances strike, good things can come from these problems. Let's help keep our girls' heads up and hope they finish the season off strong. Signing off for PNN, I'm Joel Joseph.
With hitting off the new year, the class of 2023 hits the stage in 5 months. And in that upcoming time also comes the start of preparing for college. As decision day nears, students are excited about their future college plans to further their education. With there being hundreds of colleges and universities, this is the school that sticks out to the students the most.
The colleges I wanted to go to was either Ball State or Georgia State. I got accepted into both, but I don't know which one I want to go to yet. But I'm kind of leaning towards Ball State just because it's close to home and they have one of the biggest communication programs.
I'm going to Purdue Lafayette. I want to major in pre-med. I broke a lot of bones as a kid, so I want to, you know, be a good inspiration to those kids. That was me.
The college that I want to go to is TSU, Tennessee State. I want to go there because I have family that live out there, and I really don't want to be far by myself alone if I'm going to go somewhere far. And I actually like it as a HBCU, and that's one of the best HBCUs.
I probably want to go to Tennessee State because I want to go to HBCU, and that one has the major I want to major in. So I wanted to go to the school.
The school that I want to go to is the University of Minnesota in Twin Cities, and I want to go there because it's one of the best schools for the major that I want to study.
Okay, so I want to go to Central State, and I want to go to Central State because it's a HBCU, and their band, like, because I'm in band, like the band, I love the band, so I want to, like, perform with them, and yeah.
Students have different schools that they could have chose from, but this is the school that they picked out.
I picked Ball State because it's got the biggest communications program that I know of. And I picked Georgia State just because it's been my dream school since I was really little, and they have a lot of things that I want to do, like sports-wise, and it's a good school, both of them.
I picked the school because I know some people that stay in Ohio, and then I just seen the YouTube videos of the Central State videos, and I really like the school.
I picked the University of Minnesota because it has one of the best child psychology pathways, and it's overall just a really good school for if you want to work with children.
That school specifically because it wasn't super far down south like a lot of other HBCUs was, so the drive might not be that bad. So
students have different life paths that they want to complete.
I'm majoring in communication so I could go off and be an actress or somebody in the performance arts industry, like a director, perform any type of thing in front of the camera is what I want to do.
Okay, so I want to major in sports medicine because I want to help athletes in the medical field. So that's what I want to do.
Exercise science or kinesiology. Because I had saw it in a Lifetime movie. I thought it was interesting.
So the major that I'm majoring in is child psychology, and I want to major in child psychology because I like working with children.
Yeah, I want to be a dentist or orthodontist. I want to be a dentist or orthodontist because I find the mouth very interesting and putting on braces interesting.
With students getting their applications for college, students for sure have their heads on right. Good luck to the class of 2023 in their future years. Signing off from PNN, I'm Kaylin Outlaw.
Last time on PNN, I discussed the current state of the Chicago Bulls and the play of two of their main stars, DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine. I also mentioned how the Bulls needed to be more aggressive on defense and how they need to effectively close out games. Since the story aired, the Bulls have been playing better, picking up key victories over the Wizards and the Mavericks, and should have beaten Atlanta, a game that went down to the wire.
Young with 5. Young with 2. Young delivers! Dragic to DeRozan. For the win? No! They called a foul. I don't believe it.
First one will give you an indication.
Oh, man. This for the lead. Got it.
If they can get it,
they can get it to him. Young. Instead, they'll go inside, throw up, and he got it! He got it! He got it! I don't believe it! A.J. Griffin at the buzzer!
Many Bulls players have helped contribute to their victories, but two I'd like to focus on are veteran player Alex Caruso and young upstart Kobe White. Both players have had key moments that have helped the Bulls stay in the playoff hunt and improve throughout the past month.
I think Kobe White does a good job as a facilitator. He kind of stays within his role on the team. He's not expected to do too much. He doesn't have to go get every rebound or score the ball every time or get a stop, but he does all those little things well. He defends well, rebounds well, and offensively he just kind of helps facilitate people.
Kobe White helped us improve a lot, you know. I mean, having another young, energetic guard on our team really helped us, especially with two. DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine are kind of somewhat fast, kind of players, but I feel like having his energy on offense has helped us, and he's actually a really solid defender. And we really need that, especially with Lonzo Ball being out for, probably the rest of the season, yeah.
Alex Caruso, he got good defense. He'll lock up the best player on their team. Alex Caruso, he lock up Curry, all them, boy.
I feel like Caruso's helped with their energy and experience. You know, he's been on teams with LeBron and players that's, been to the championships or been in those good caliber teams where he learned from them and, brought it to the Bulls. And also, he's like the spark plug of the team, I believe. So, when they need a spark plug, he either makes a dunk or makes a good shot or makes a good defensive play, whereas the whole team gets their energy and morale boosted up.
There's no doubt that the Bulls are constantly improving, and as usual, we hope they can continue to pick up wins and go on a deep playoff run. Signing off from PNN, I'm Amarion Thomas. Go Bulls!
As we all know, we're coming to an end of the third 6 weeks of this grading period. Let's see how teachers and students feel on how they did.
I think focus and just really thinking about answers and not wanting to find easy answers. Don't worry about trying to Google an answer. Really think about what we're reading and try and figure it out for yourself, because that's what makes reading more fun. When you try, you kind of put the effort in and think about what you're reading. That's how you learn.
I feel like I did decent, My mom had no problem with my grades. They was above average. I was on my stuff this grading period.
My grades for the third semester were pretty good. I was very proud of myself. I worked very hard to keep up with all my subjects.
Good, you feel me, from my previous years. I feel like I did better. I actually tried. I actually go to class now.
As we see on how students did and how teachers think their students did, let's see what was their struggles.
I think a big thing is consistency. Most of my students have really, really good days, then they do a great job, and then other days they're kind of lacking focus, or attendance is a problem for some of them. So I think just coming in each day with a good attitude, focusing on their work will really help them, improve their grades for the next 6 weeks.
I was outside of class, but I be doing my work. I need to stay in class more.
What I think I can do to improve my grades or stay up on my grades is definitely don't procrastinate. That's my biggest enemy with school.
Class, I struggle. I don't really struggle with class. I just don't be trying. I'm not stupid enough. I just don't care for real.
As we all see, everybody like how they did for the third 6 weeks or how they can improve for the fourth 6 weeks. Signing off PNN, I'm Cornelia McClinton.
Over break, we all had a lot of downtime. Many people, including myself, used this time to catch up on various movie and TV series. Out of everything I watched, my favorite movie series still stands the test of time is The Matrix. There are 4 films in the Matrix series: the original Matrix, Reloaded, Revolutions, and Resurrections.
Starring Keanu Reeves, this is a dystopian series based in a world where we are all living inside a computer simulation. Some people, including the main character Neo, manage to break free of this simulation in order to challenge the machines controlling the program. From interesting concepts to charming fight scenes, the movie series is a classic and a favorite among many. With every series, there's always one edition that somebody likes best.
So, my favorite by far is the very first one, the original Matrix. The story, by far, is one of the best stories I've ever seen in film. It oftentimes, at the time, got overshadowed due to the amount of kung fu, and the special effects were very unique at the time. But just the story of it and the investment that you had in Neo, in Morpheus, and all the other characters, and really was something special. I think it's one of the best movies made in the past 25 years. Best themes that I really enjoyed, and I'm a history teacher, is that oftentimes I've noticed is that people choose lies in life that are comforting, that's the blue pill, rather than the red pill, which are uncomfortable truths. And I feel that almost every human being is guilty of this. And I feel that, especially in history, this country has a very ugly history. So you really have to dig deep in to be able to to say, yes, our country historically hasn't been what we've always thought it was. And so that was probably my favorite theme, because it always gets you to try to make sure that you are willing to admit the truth. And I think that's a struggle that we all have as human beings, is making sure that even if the truth isn't what we want it to be, that we still try to adhere or strive for truth.
With every series, there are always movies that people don't
Okay. So I don't think I have an absolute least favorite, because after the first one, I don't like any of the other movies really per se. So the very beginning, the first one, the reason why it was different is you truly didn't know about Neo. You didn't know if he was going to come through, and he didn't really have any special powers. At the end of the first one, he has all the powers, so it really becomes impossible to really beat him, or at least you feel as the viewer. So I lost that sense of drama, that sense of tension that I had in the first one. So after the first one, it kind of fell off.
There's always one character that we all relate to more than anyone else.
Whew. I love both Neo and Morpheus equally. Morpheus, who was willing to sacrifice himself for Neo, was something truly amazing because of how much he believed in him. And then, of course, just Neo is just your everyday person that you could relate to. And I guess one more person who I'll really bring up is the Oracle. The Oracle, I think, is truly special, and I love the scene. Maybe my favorite scene in the movie is when the Oracle is talking with Neo after Neo drops the plate, and she brings up the question shouldn't be, how did I know that you're going to drop the plate? The question should have been, if I didn't say anything, would you have dropped in the first place? I thought this is really interesting philosophy that that I asked myself different things of how you could change your fate.
Whether it makes us laugh or cry, there's always one scene that remains in our minds.
So, the scene with the Oracle was one of my favorites, but another scene that was also my favorite is just the very end portion of the first Matrix. The entire action sequence, has you on the edge of your seat with the Oracle's prediction becoming true. Neo dies at the end and miraculously is able to come back to life. I also like the religious meaning to it, and I'm not really a religious person, but there's definitely some symbolism with Neo. By the way, as an act, I forget what it is, but he switched around the letters, and he's the one. Similar story as of Jesus Christ coming back to life and saving the planet. So it is kind of like a one big allegory. But I just love that everything the Oracle said basically came true. And of course, you leave the movie. Would of everything come true if the Oracle didn't have that previous conversation with Neo? So,
The Matrix series is still a highly recommended favorite of mine, and it is my hope that it will continue to find new audiences for years to come. Signing off with PNN, I'm Isaac Dvorak.
As we enter the new year, the class of 2023 time is winding down as we get closer and closer to the end of the school year. However, with the new year comes new interests and resolutions. Some seniors have activities on their bucket list that they want to accomplish before graduation.
One thing I'm hoping to achieve before I graduate is breaking the 100-meter record. Right now, it's a 12.25. I've run a 12.15, but it didn't count. But I'm hoping that I can run it again or even run faster. So,
something on my bucket list that I want to achieve before I graduate is definitely getting the Tri-Sport Athlete Award. I've been working really hard on all my sports to get a varsity spot and get that award.
One thing on my bucket list that I want to achieve before graduating is going on a road trip with my friends and staying somewhere so we can make more memories before going off to college and splitting,
Okay, so 2 goals that I want to accomplish before I graduate is to, 1, get into the more athletic training field because I want to see if I want to do that when I'm in college, and then 2 is to get a 3.9 because I have a 3.75 right now.
Okay, so one of my goals is to finish top 20 within my class. In order to achieve that, I'm going to take an AP class for my last 2 trimesters so I can keep my class rank. Yeah.
What I want to accomplish before I graduate is getting my CNA license so I can start my journey in the medical field, and also getting more scholarships for college so it can be an easy pathway for me to attend college without being in debt for the rest of my life.
My goal is to win sectionals for tennis because that's been our goal since my freshman year, and this is kind of our last chance to do it.
One of the things I want to accomplish before I graduate is passing my CNA state exams, because it's like really hard, and CNA is just one of the things I want to accomplish before graduating.
So my goal is to finish high school, take care of my family, you know, and to see my brother. He gonna go big on the football team. He gonna make it to the NFL, all that.
My goal is to finish high school, graduate, and then go to college and show out.
What's on my bucket list for my senior year is I want to get straight A's, like a 4.0 GPA, and I gotta really like put my mind to it and really study at all times so I can get that 4.0.
Before I graduate, I wanna get some more piercings and at least a tattoo or something, and work on the summer body, getting ready for the summer.
We all have activities we want to accomplish, but we have to have a plan in order to achieve them.
I feel as if, though, to achieve this goal, I'm gonna have to practice harder, get back to eating right, drinking more water, eating the right foods, doing my research, looking at people's stats and things like that, and practicing, fast twitch exercises to help me achieve that goal.
I'm just going to continue working and training really hard. I have my state meet coming up on Friday, so I'm going to try really hard to place in that and just earn that varsity wrestling spot if Maldonado gives it to me. And then I'm going to work really hard in track to make sure I get that varsity hurdle spot.
To make this happen, we gotta just plan this a lot, because my group is really unorganized and we're never free on the same time, and we can never hang out at the same time because we never make it work.
So to do the athletic training, I'm going to become a student athletic trainer with Miss S and Mr. G. And then for the 3.9, I'm going to lock in more for school because I kind of started slacking because I'm ready to go.
For me to accomplish my goals, I have to study really hard for my CNA exam, which is coming up in a month, not even a month, in 3 weeks. And also for scholarships, applying to more scholarships, actually being dedicated to it, doing my essays and making sure I ask people if this looks right, getting them corrected or something. So I know that when I do submit my applications that people are actually looking interest into me and wanting to give me their scholarship. So I want some more tats and piercings because why not? We young and turn. And to accomplish this, I'm gonna start going to the gym some more, get a tat appointment. Yeah.
In order to accomplish this goal, I'm gonna just show up to practice, work hard, and try to be better than everybody else.
One of the things I'm going to do to accomplish this goal is by studying my CNA material and just practicing resident procedures.
Hopefully all the seniors can achieve their bucket list as their time runs down. There's not too much time left, so make the best of what you've got left. Sign off of PNN, I'm Taylor O'Hara.